Under the shroud of night, where shadows whispered secrets, a sinister presence prowled. Operating with stealth and precision, it preyed upon unsuspecting children, snatching them from their slumber. A cunning killer, it had acquired a chilling desire for the taste of human flesh. With each passing night, its tally of victims grew, surpassing a staggering count of 150 lives claimed. This was the enigmatic terror known only as the Leopard of Rudraprayag. In 1918, the Spanish flu pandemic swept the globe, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. The hills of Garhwal bore witness to its merciless grip, enduring the brunt of its impact. Lives were lost on a massive scale as this calamity unfolded in a time of great uncertainty. Nestled in these remote hillside villages were no hospitals or medical facilities to aid the ailing population. Contracting the flu meant an almost certain death sentence. The staggering number of daily fatalities plunged the region into utter chaos. Overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the loss, the villagers found themselves unable to perform the customary cremation rituals. Instead, they resorted to carrying the lifeless bodies to nearby forests, where they were left to rest. What unfolded was a peculiar series of events within those very jungles. A leopard residing in that wilderness discovered an abundant source of sustenance, lifeless bodies strewn across the forest floor. Over time, it grew accustomed to feasting on human flesh, enticed by the convenience of this newfound feast. However, as the pandemic gradually subsided, the frequency of deaths diminished, giving rise to a fresh predicament. The leopard realized that its supply of deceased bodies had ceased to exist. Consequently, it turned to hunting humans as a means to satiate its hunger. Along the path leading to the sacred sanctuaries nestled within the mountains lay the town of Rudraprayag. Weary pilgrims, exhausted from their arduous journey, became vulnerable targets for the leopard's stealthy and ferocious assaults. Under the cover of darkness, it seized these unsuspecting victims. In a brazen act, it even ventured into a humble hut where pilgrims en route to the revered Kedarnath shrine sought shelter and slumbered. In a chilling act, the leopard seized a slumbering child lying beside their mother. Its formidable jaws clamped ruthlessly around the child's throat, silencing any attempt at a cry. With a disturbing calmness, the predator carried its helpless prey away from the scene. The following morning brought forth a scene of horror as a search unveiled the grim sight, a partially devoured body of the child abandoned approximately a mile from the hut. On another tragic occasion, the life of a young orphan boy was extinguished by the leopard's lethal grasp. Employed by a farmer to tend to the sheep, the boy had been assigned a bed within a meager shack alongside the livestock. Under the cover of night, the leopard forcefully tore through the shack's feeble door, making off with the boy. The child's anguished cries for help went unheard by his slumbering master, comfortably nestled in his larger dwelling. Week after week, the leopard continued its deadly raids, striking with unwavering precision. Fear and terror permeated the lives of the villagers as the creature fearlessly and confidently traversed from one village to another, shrouded by the protective cloak of darkness. The uneducated and superstitious populace, gripped by dread, began attributing the animal to a manifestation of the devil. Even the English government officials whispered about the creature in hushed tones, acknowledging its ominous presence. The British soldiers and amateur hunters made futile attempts to track down the elusive predator. Faced with mounting frustration, the district administration turned to Jim Corbett, a renowned resident of Nainital renowned for his expertise in hunting down man-eating tigers. Determined to eliminate this relentless killer once and for all, Corbett arrived in Rudraprayag. Thus began a battle of wits between the devilishly cunning creature and the seasoned hunter. Corbett employed various tactics, attempting to entice the leopard into traps on numerous nights. Yet, the elusive feline seemed to possess an uncanny sixth sense, always aware of the lurking rifleman's whereabouts. If Corbett patiently awaited the predator's arrival in one village, it would strike in another. If he ventured to the newly targeted location, the leopard would stealthily return to the initial site. It took the seasoned hunter more than an entire year to achieve his objective. Revisiting a trick he had previously employed, Corbett cleverly fastened a goat near a tree and positioned himself atop one of its branches throughout the night. A bell was tethered around the goat's neck, ensuring that any movement or abduction of the goat would produce a distinct jingling sound, alerting Corbett to the unfolding events. In the late hours of the night, well past midnight, a symphony of barking dogs resounded through the village. Corbett, possessing an uncanny intuition as a hunter, sensed the presence of the formidable leopard lurking nearby. With utmost caution, he adjusted his rifle, aligning it precisely towards the location where the goat was tethered. Then a swift and fleeting rush sliced through the air, accompanied by the frantic tinkling of the bell adorning the goat's neck. Amidst the encompassing darkness, Corbett could discern the faint outline of the goat's white coat. Reacting swiftly, he activated a flashlight he had in his possession. In an instant, the scene unfolded before him, the leopard caught in the act of slaying its prey. With his rifle already aimed, Corbett had but one task remaining: to squeeze the trigger. A resolute shot rang out, and Corbett's experienced instincts confirmed a successful hit. The creature leaped into the air, crashing down heavily. Corbett deduced that it was either dead or grievously injured. Unfortunately, in an ill-timed twist of fate, his flashlight abruptly extinguished. Consequently, he found himself unable to ascertain the true condition of the animal. If it were merely wounded, approaching it would prove exceedingly imprudent. After a while, a gentle tinkling of the bell reached Corbett's ears once again. He surmised that the goat, now undisturbed, resumed contentedly grazing on the surrounding grass. It was evident that the leopard was incapacitated and posed no further threat. Nonetheless, Corbett exercised patience, remaining perched in the tree until the break of dawn when visibility improved. With the first rays of light, he cautiously descended from his vantage point. To his satisfaction, it became apparent that his shot had not missed its mark. The lone bullet had found its target just above the animal's chest. The wounded leopard had staggered approximately 50 yards before succumbing to its injuries, now lifeless upon the ground. Thus concluded the tale of a tyrannical creature that had plagued the neighbouring villages for countless years, instilling terror as it claimed the lives of both children and adults alike. The villagers rejoiced upon receiving news of the demise of the Shaitan, as they had come to dub it. They organized a grand celebration to commemorate the occasion, an event that, according to magazine reports, continues to be observed to this day, serving as a testament to the liberation from fear that the community experienced.